Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Crush. Welcome back to the Razor's Edge, and today I have unlocked Dark Aether in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. That is correct. I unlocked. Jesus, I can't speak. I unlocked all Gold Vipers for every single gun. Well, every gun required for Dark Aether, and here we're just going to go over a few things and I'm going to show you how some of them look. So, first of all, we got the XM4 that loads. As you can see, beautiful. Come on. There we go. I do like this a lot. Looks really good with everything. I think my favorite one, I think that it looks the best on is the Swiss. At least I think it does. I think it looks really good on the Swiss, especially in Warzone. But here I'm just gonna go over a few things that'll help you unlock this camo for yourself if you're going for it. So I'm gonna start off with assault rifles. So your camo, so let's just pull out the XM4. Your camo categories for your assault rifles are gonna be 2,500 kills with the XM4 with any assault rifle. That is, the challenges are basically the same, but I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how you do it. So 2,500 kills. You'll do this in the background. Just every time you get a kill, it counts. Criticals. This one normally is the last one that I finished somehow. Just aim for the head as soon as you unlock this. Headshots do more damage anyway, so you won't have to upgrade your gun as fast. Pack-a-punch. Just make sure you get to the pack-a-punch. Do that quickly, and then as soon as you do that, every kill will count. You can do a gun in a couple games. If you stay in the game till like round 30, you can do a couple gun. You can do a gun every like couple games, maybe 2 games at minimum. So like, but you can also take a lot longer if you're not doing it. Next camo is vintage. 15 specialty enemies, so that's going to be your megatons, your manglers, your abominations, your excuse me, what are they? Mimics. Basically, anything isn't a dog. So like plague hounds, hellhounds, and tormentors do not count. Everything else that isn't a normal zombie. So megaton, mangler, tormentor, not tormentor, the blue electric people, disciples, abominations. Those things will count for this. Then you have 10 kills rapidly 10 times. If you're training in any map, or if you're on the penthouse in the machine, make it a lot easier, because then you could just go from 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 and just kill them all real fast. And then 3 or more criticals. If you're training, aim for the head. Insta kills help, but if you just like, most of the time, if you're like on an early round and it's pack-a-punch enough, or if it's like upgraded enough, it's one-shot headshots anyway. So just aim head. I'll go into a game and show you some stuff with assault rifles in a minute. This one is hard if you don't know how to do it. Like, obviously, it's straightforward. Get 20 kills with the XM4 without getting hit 10 times. So that's a total of 200 kills without getting hit if you do it consecutively. Easiest way to do this, I will show you in a minute, is going to be with Shatter Blast. I'll show you a bit. Once I'll go load into a game, put Shatter Blast on. I'll go into like XM4, so yeah, I'll go with this build. And then obviously your camos, Golden Viper. Golden Viper doesn't look that good, especially with this blueprint. Plague Diamond looks incredible, and then obviously Dark Aether looks awesome. The only other every camo category is the same throughout every single one of these. SMGs are insanely easy. So are assault rifles. Basically, the only things that are hard, I'd say, are going to be The Type 63 and your DMR, because you have to actually like you have to repeatedly click or pull the trigger or whatever, pull your trigger on your controller. Either way, you have to repeatedly do it to fire shots fast enough. And if you're in a tight situation, you just keep firing. LMGs are easy. Snipers. This is the hard. This is where things start to get hard. So the 3 snipers I did with the Pellington, the Tundra, and the Swiss. That's another thing that I like about this camo grind versus Damascus. It's easier because it's not in a multiplayer setting, so you don't have to deal with other people. You can just like turn your brain off and go for this. With the snipers, so let me show you my build for the Swiss that I used. Iron sights, stabilizer, because anything that decreases your ADS is bad unless it has better pros. So like this has better pros. And 5 milliwatt. Basically, once you get these things high enough level, treat them like a shotgun. That just like hip fire with dead shot if you have your dead shot all the way maxed. Camo categories are the same. The only hard categories are this one if you don't know about Shatterblast. Maybe this one if you're like not consecutive enough. And other than that, they're relatively simple. Aim for the head. That's the only. And like naturally with a sniper, I think when you're sniping, you're drawn to your heads more because it's what you want to hit when you're sniping in like Warzone. But sniping in this, it's different because I recommend running iron sights. What was it? Where is it? Recommend running iron sights, Tiger Team, or whatever the last barrel is because that increases your fire rate and damage versus just your fire rate. 5 MW, so you have better hip fire. Movement speed is better in zombies. Have a bigger mag, but not the biggest, because that decreases your ADS speed by a lot. This doesn't much, and you don't need that much ammo for that. ADS, honestly, this one's better because it has higher ADS speed versus this one, and then this one for shooting move speed and aim walking movement. So it's like that's the best build that you get for snipers. I have the same thing on my Pellington, basically the same thing. It's identical. Pistols are easy. The thing I will say, make sure you have 2 mods. So you have one, like, let's say for your let me go. The favorite pistol that I did was the Diamatti. I did not. So the pistols I did, I'll go through all the guns that I did. I did the 1911, the Diamatti, and the Amp because I didn't want to do the Magnum, and I don't have the Marshall unlocked. But the Diamatti, I call it. So I have this. With this, you have 5 attachments instead of 8. You like once you level up all your classes to the like upgrade them, you can put 8 attachments on for everything that isn't a secondary. So I'd recommend this. So you have instead of this, because this has range, but I mean range doesn't really matter. But Task Force Barrel. Task Force Barrel is almost always the best, except for the LMGs, and I'll get into that in a second. And then this. So the reason that you want to have 2 classes is because if you have Deadshot all the way leveled up, so like if you have your Deadshot max tier, you have insane hipfire accuracy, especially if you have the 5 MW. So then if you just throw on, if you use the dual, I don't recommend doing it if you don't have Deadshot. So like go in, because once they added this thing where you can change the blueprint mid-game. So you can just pick up a gun like from the mystery box and put your own blueprint on if you want. Make a custom mod with dual wield. So therefore, once you get Deadshot all the way maxed up, and once you have Deadshot, like once you get the Deadshot perk, you can just start going in with 2 pistols. I'll show you in game when we get there. Camo categories are all the same. It's not hard. It's really not that as hard. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would, but that's also because I was playing other games and not exactly grinding on this like I did Damascus. Shotguns. The only hard thing I have to say about shotguns is critical kills, but aim for the head. Like just if you're aiming for the chest and you have enough time, like you're aiming here and this is their chest, let's say, lift your crosshair up a little bit just so it's at their head and kill them. These two suck. This and snipers are probably the hardest category. Actually, no. This and snipers are not the hardest. Actually, no. Yes, it is. Depends on what you do. So your camo categories are 1,500 kills. The what makes launchers easy? PhD slider, the newest perk they added. PhD. This thing, because if once it's tier 3, you have immunity to self-inflicted explosive damage. So you can literally just shoot the RPGs at your feet. Nothing happens. You don't take any damage. So it is especially good. But like you have your... I haven't actually looked at what this looks like. Let me just do that. You have your 1,500 kills. 2 or more enemies rapidly. So just kill 2 enemies with like 1 rocket. It'll be really easy if you're training. Kill 5 more enemies with a single shot. That one gets harder. Is hard on early rounds. Once you're training and stuff, and your RPG's leveled up, you can like, and it's pack-a-punched. You'll knock that out of the park. 1,500 kills while it's pack-a-punched. Just get pack-a-punched. It's straightforward. So the 10 special elite eliminations is also straightforward. I would recommend doing it on a map that A, you're comfortable with, and B, is not D-Machine. If you're comfortable with D-Machine, do it on D-Machine. You can get it done on D-Machine. It's just going to take longer because the only specials you'll have to kill are Megatons versus Firebase C, where you have Manglers and Mimics. And then even on Malware, you have Manglers, the blue things, and then the Disciples. And then on Forsaken, you have all of those. Even Mimics, too. It's like the only thing you don't have on there is Megatons. 10 kills rapidly 10 times is also easy. This is easy with PhD Slider and what's it called? Shatter Blast. Because then you don't take damage if you accidentally shoot at your feet. You're fine. And then you'll be fine with getting the 20 kills with Shatter Blast. Because that... I'll show you how Shatter Blast works in a minute if you don't know. The next hardest... The knife's not horrible. You need to get 750 kills, 50 melee kills while they're distracted. So just like have stun grenades on you, stun them, go kill them. Not too bad. Pack-a-Punched, again, not too bad. This one is especially easy. You can get this done in a single Ring of Fire if you're on either a high round or you have Aether Shroud with the max level where you're in it for 8 seconds. You just have to get 15 kills. Not that bad. Actually pretty good. This one gets harder. This is probably the hardest challenge. Actually, no, this is probably the second hardest challenge. Because you have to kill them, but they do a lot of damage, and you have to get right up next to them. If you have it max level, pack 3, you'll do them really good. It'll be really easy. But until then, go in, hit them once, pull back out a little, go in, hit them again, back out a little, and then like pull away. 10 kills rapidly. This one is hard only because you get hit a lot because you have to be right in their face and melee. It's not like you can be far away. And then Conviction. This is 20 or more consecutive kills. So yeah, this one's also hard because again, you're running into their face, killing them, and then there might be more there. That's where it gets hard. Again, Shatter Blast, I haven't tried it with a melee because this was the first thing I got, Gold Viper, and that was like months ago. I don't remember. It's been a long time. And the last category are these. Now, if you do not have any of these 3 things unlocked, the crossbow, the ballistic knife, or the nail gun, may God help your soul. I did it with this thing, and oh my God, was it horrible. Like, literally. You have the thumper right here. You have to get 1,500 kills. It's basically like a secondary rocket launcher, except for the fact that it does less damage. So, if you don't have either of these 3 unlocked, either try your luck with this thing, or go into like Outbreak or something, and unlock one of these three, and then just do it that. Like I did this as my secondary thing because I wanted to get it. I wanted to get this thing because that looks cool, and I thought, why not? So go into like Outbreak or something, and just get at least the ballistic knife or something done. You can get this done. The ballistic knife is 10 times easier to get gold than the M79 because of the fact that it is a melee but has range. It's like you're doing a second knife that can shoot. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now LMGs, I just want to go over these real quick. So the only change that you're gonna make, go with any sight you want, but the only change that I think you're gonna make is the barrel. Instead of doing the task force, do the shooting and move speed. So because these things are already moving slow, you do shooting and move speed, you can move faster. All right, but here I'm gonna go into a game with the. I'm gonna go into a game with an the SSAR equipped, and then I'll show you what I mean when I get far enough. I'll show you what I mean. All right, so now that we're in, I'm gonna show you the best way. So I do it on I did most of my camo grinding on D machine. It's probably not the best map, but I did the most of it here. The best map is probably Forsaken because if you can sit in the spawn room for long enough, you don't have they just spawn infinitely. So right there, that's like taking a second if you have the time, take a second, look at, like, let's say this right here is their chest, and this is their head. You're aiming here, aim up a little bit, and then shoot. Look at this thing. Look how good this looks. So like you see how, so like there, I could have aimed a little better, but like you're getting like I have 13 out of 14, and as of right now I have 14 kills without getting hit. So like the early rounds are easy to get kills without getting hit, but the best way to do it is Shatter Blast, which you'll see in a minute. Hold on. You'll see that in a minute. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, just aim for the head right here, like in one more. Yeah. So that was 20 kills without getting hit with your assault rifle. As you can see, it's relatively easy. But like there, I could have aimed better, but I didn't. So it's not that hard to do. Like if you know what you're doing, or if you don't know what you're doing, it might be a little tricky for you, but like once you get going, it's easy. Alright, I will be back once I am pack-a-punched and all ready to go. Okay, so here is where, so I'm out of ammo. I have 17,000 points. I've been in the spawn room for 7 rounds. Here is where you're gonna want to leave if you're grinding camos like this with like any gun really. Shotguns are probably the best guns to grind, but like you're gonna want to collect this. You're gonna want to grab as many points as you can so you have enough points to open the doors and pack up your gun. So like once I get through here, I know I can do this. Go over here. Boom. So I have 10,000, and I know it costs 2,000 to open that door up there, so that'll bring me down to 7,000. So I still have enough to do both Pack-a-Punch and turn on the power, because Pack-a-Punch is 5,000. Now, leave one zombie alive for this so that you like can run around and do all this without being swarmed, because like he's the last guy alive. I like to ping him so that I know where he is at all times. And now I know that as soon as I do this, I run this way, the way I came, because I know it's either going to be by the Juggernog, which it's by, or it's going to be in the lake by what's it called? The Quick Revive. That's what it is. You can hit those, and by this time, I would recommend waiting for armor until you have your first armor. So you see I have first armor down on the bottom left right there. Now I have enough for second armor, so that as soon I don't have to buy the first armor, it saves me salvage. And then as soon as you do this, it's like I made it to 89 kills without getting hit once. So if you play cautiously, you can make it much higher than I did. I wasn't playing as cautious as I normally would if I was actually completing the camo categories. Alright, so now normally if you are just going for camos, grab Cryo Freeze, which I'm going to do right now, and I will show you on a higher round. I'll show you on a higher round the what's it called? Shatter Blast. Oh, and then there is a free Juggernaut you can get on this map. If you don't know, that's what I'm doing right now. You just gotta shoot these 5 orbs. There's one right here, and there's one up there, one over there, one right there, and then the last one is right here. Perfect. So you can save your points to buy another perk, or you can just save your points in general. But I'll cut back in once I'm done in this area. All it's going to do is it's going to do the coffin dance Easter egg. If you guys have the coffin dance, if you've seen the meme. So I will bring it back when the chest is right here. Okay. So now you have your chest. Grab a bunch of salvage from that. That's a sniper. Actually, I'll grab that. Grab the Pellington. And this is the perfect... that's the perfect thing that you can do in this. So with this, if you have your own blueprint, which is why I recommend as soon as you get the attachments that you like, you don't have to use the attachments that I recommended, but those are really good attachments. You can do this. Pause your game, apply a blueprint, custom mod. And if it works, I don't know what to do it again. Boom. You now have your custom mod that you made in the game. So now I have my Pellington that I made and has the camo and everything, and so that's why I really like this. It's like if you pick up another gun. Oh, and I also forgot to say the two best field upgrades are Ring of Fire and Aether Shroud. Ring of Fire is offensive, Aether Shroud is defensive. Ring of Fire is great for taking out, if you have a massive horde of enemies and you just want to quickly run through them. It's like having an insta-kill on. It just makes your damage increase tenfold. Like, I just ripped through these guys. I'll just pick that up, whatever. My armor's full. So now I'm going to go get more. I'm going to get another perk. Get the rest of my perks. I'm going to get a few perks, actually. So here we go. Did I grab this? Yeah, I did grab this. Okay, so what you want to do once you have your gun pack punch is now just go get perks. Train on high rounds. So I'm just going to wait until I get to around like 13, 12, 13. Then I'll go grab Shatter Blast and show you guys the Shatter Blast method. So grab stamina. There's a Diamante in here somewhere, isn't there? That's not... Yeah, okay. I'll grab you in a second. I'll grab you once I get that shot. I'm gonna go over here, grab you. I forgot I already got you. Okay, now I'm gonna just fast forward until I have a second pack of punch, because all you're gonna do after this is probably get another. I like to get 4 perks, being the next one being Speed Cola, the first one, Juggernog free, Stamina up, that Quick Revive, and then Speed Cola, and then after that I go second pack. So I'm just gonna wait now until. So like as you can see, snipers are a little harder, but they're good. They are good. Okay. So yeah, I'll just let this go until I get second pack. Alright. So here is where I will show you how Shatter Blast is incredible for doing your 20 hits without dying. So you're alright, well, okay. Never mind. I will show you after this round. Damn it. Okay, so here is how I will show you how Shatter Blast is the best perk for the best perk for getting your 20 hits without dying. Just gotta wait for that. Although once you get second pack and your 4 perks, the one thing that'll be different if you have a rocket launcher versus any other weapon is instead of getting Deadshot next, you would get PhD Slider, so you would not take damage. So here's how you're gonna get 20 kills without taking damage with Shatter Blast. You're gonna train like this, so they just keep following you and they're in a massive horde. Get them into a pretty big horde. Have Shatter Blast tier 5. It's the best way to do this. You get them all coming at you like this. Here, just gonna get this other one in the group, and then you go like this. That's an easy. That would be 20 kills without taking damage. So you just train, kill the train with your Shatter Blast, and it counts. Now, what I'm going to do now is go back down here. I'm going to change it back to Cryo Freeze, because Cryo Freeze is the best if you're not going for any specific kind of, like if you're going for criticals, Cryo Freeze is the best one. If you're going for your 20 kills without dying, you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to use your, Jesus Christ, I can't think, Shatter Blast. That's what it's called. Yeah, Shatter Blast. Woo. Alright. So from here on out, you have 2 options of what to do, and I'm going to start to wrap this up. But once I get Deadshot, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to go grab. So once you have Deadshot, you can just, like, especially if you have a good laser, you can just hip fire like this. You don't even have to aim. Shut up, Rambo. It's like this. Don't even have to aim. Okay, and then Gotta find that. The spawn of the Diamati. Where is it? It's over here. Alright. So I will show you the... It's perfect. So then with the Diamati, what you can do is if you have the dual Diamatis like this, you have your 5mm laser and your dead shot. Here, I'll show you in detail. Where's the last guy? It's like incredibly easy. Like you can just boom, 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 boom. I'll show you more. Alright, so Wonderfizz is here. I'll show you once they start coming. Then you have two options now once you're all set up. I mean, you're not completely set up because you don't have your, what are they called? But like, you see what I mean? You just do this. It doubles the damage you do because you have two pistols instead of just one. Makes it 10 times easier. Especially if it's Pack-a-Punch, which I'm going to go do in a second. Like here, I'm going to go Pack-a-Punch the Diamatis to show you how that works. And then once you have this Pack-a-Punch, these things are incredible. So let me go. And I'll put Cryo Freeze on them too, just so you have the understanding of how this stuff works. So these are only pack 1, but they still do a good amount of damage because, like here. So when we go up here, I'm gonna go through. I'm just gonna sit up. So you have two options. I'm pretty sure I've already said this. I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, but you can either train in an area and just get them big train going and then get 20 kills without getting hit, or you can sit up here and just kill them as they spawn. If you're going for your 20 hits without, there are 20 kills without taking damage, insta kills are really helpful because it only takes 1 bullet to kill them. Although insta kills make it harder for criticals because normally recoil can kind of bounce your gun up to their head and then you can just hold it there when you first start shooting, versus versus instant kills make it so every kill is one. Like watch this, criticals, critical. All right, well, I'm going to talk to you guys in the menu. That's all I'm going to do for here. I'll talk to you guys in the menu. Alright, well, that recaps my guide on how to get Dark Aether fast and efficiently. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Again, all of these categories are easy. Snipers are harder. Launchers are a pain. And then if you have to do anything for the specials, don't do this if you have any of these unlocked. Maybe not this one, I don't know. But definitely do these two if you can. But if you can only do this one, then just do it. But I hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did, hit the like button down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.